Hi! Hi and hello! We're D2E. And you are you. This is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Let's do it!
Oh, I'm excited.
Hey, it me! Yeah, look at you dabbing like a fool.
Oh, hi, man. I didn't expect it just like there. I forgot like where we left off. What to do?
Well, I'm officially at a loss as where to start.
Me too.
How do I get me a moat?
You can't right
We
now,
don't know.
Unfortunately. I'm gonna start putting...
Alright, Katani, here's how you do it. You find 999 other friends to sub to us, and we unlock more tier subs, and we make money so Dustin doesn't have to, do any other work, and this becomes his full-time job where he streams like 5 days a week, and then we can have your emote.
Gentlemen.
This is the worst way to do the Mr. Burns. Like dying over here.
Yes, excellent.
I get the image file from you uploaded to Twitch's channel.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or you can do my plan and make Dustin rich.
There'd probably be a net loss of income for me, honestly. Well, it depends.
999 people subbing?
Yeah, I do get paid peanuts.
999 at $5 per month.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Okay. You do make him rich, just not in the important ways.
Remember all the bits I gave you? Yes.
The bits.
We remember them fondly.
Yeah, check it out, David. Guess who's number one? This guy.
Alrighty.
QQ.
You ready to go?
Yeah. Quick claim.
Quit quid.
Good. Alright.
Yeah.
I already said that.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first.
I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use.
Yeah, that's true.
And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has to be at Trials Mall. We mean where the murder took place?
Well, then let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing, too.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what...
Yeah, we finished the trial, so this is like day 2 investigation. We just haven't been anywhere since court.
Alright. Move.
Needed a little jump start to the old brain.
Yep. Alright, let's see how Maggie's doing.
Septics, there it is. I guess Magagi is still in questioning.
But we've got questions to ask her, too. Maggie! Maggie!
What's up, Iron? This isn't a playground, We'll go there later. Ooh.
Empty as usual.
Yeah, and it's lunchtime, too. That's gotta be your French chef, right?
I don't think so.
Hey, that sounds like... Oh, I'm sorry! Nothing bad happens to the Kennedys.
Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can.
He's getting really worked up about something.
No, that's the wrong number. It looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a rip-off.
Is he playing Keno? Like, what's going on here?
What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? Oh, it's you. Oh, yeah, I was just... I was just listening to the radio, pal.
to the radio?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here.
And he is! He's having the twin tea set. Ah!
Well, what can I say?
Why you look so sad?
This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why, of all days, didn't you do it today?
Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it, for once.
Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese?
Would have preferred crumbly, like aged Parmesan. Anyways, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find.
So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean? Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! I hate him, sir! I mean it! I don't ever want to see him again!
A voice of an angel.
It's hard doing her
Oh,
voice.
yeah.
This is my bird impression!
Yeah.
Something like that. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why is this happening? Banging his head against the wall, Nick.
Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. So, did you like the twin tea set?
Yeah, changing the subject out of that one.
I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess I don't know how to describe it really. It was delicate. Delicate?
You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you.
What's the matter with him?
Looks like he's thinking.
That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized. It's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. This is so totally the opposite of super special awesome, whatever that is. It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you pay 20 bucks for it, you know?
I've been that way with a lot of video games.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have found out about the price after he had finished eating.
Hey Nick, maybe that's why Glenn Elm came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set.
If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen Elg, that reminds me, we still hardly know anything about the guy.
Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here?
You should have taken Guybrush's advice from the end of Secret of Monkey Island. He said, buy Monkey Island 2.
So what were you all excited about earlier? Huh?
That's right. You said you were listening to a radio or something?
Oh, that was nothing. Oh, I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing really. It was just the, daily exercise show.
I was listening to pornography. What the? A Cyclock? He became earnest?
I'm trying to do the JFK voice from Clone High. He has that you know, that weird chuckle. This launch specials lobster sure is great. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Alright.
Why are there tears in your eyes?
You okay?
Yeah, I was trying to remember the other thing I wanted to ask her about Glenn. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden?
He wasn't literally a computer, Maya.
Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim.
Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun?
Andrew, don't. Just
Fun?
don't.
Oh, I know. So have you paid a visit to where Mr. L worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go.
Hey, Maya, you want to go to Staples? Sounds like a real stable company. Let's go!
Yeah.
Computers aren't really my thing, Maya.
We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff.
I wonder about that.
It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look.
A computer firm called Blue Screen Inc., huh? Alright. We can do that.
I also wanted to see if I could do his site block.
We probably need something for the computer firm.
We'll see. It's a 1, so can't imagine it'll be hard.
Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to?
No way, pal. Now that you made a big thing about it, I'm not gonna tell you.
Why you being a dick? We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You've always been talking about going to the Ekes. You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glung did.
It's like you could see right through me.
I cracked him already.
See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing.
I honestly thought Mark Ram would have been a better name for the victim.
It's not bad.
Oh man, Jen, Mike, Satanga, why don't you guys come up with other names a computer programmer could have? I challenge you in the chat.
I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try.
What's with everyone in the lottery?
So, how did it go? I won 50 cents.
Do they have to be palindrome? No, I mean, you know the Phoenix Wright names. Your Dick Gumshoe, your Dustin Prince, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta fit that vibe.
Yeah.
It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad.
My first longest cam Pooter got fired.
Pooter!
Oh my fucking god.
Jen, if you're alive, you can top that, right?
Yeah. Now I'm thinking.
Keep playing. That's why I didn't include you in the game.
I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elsie, and they got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal.
P. Seaman?
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
I bet that's what Mr. L was listening to on the day he was killed.
Yeah, what time is it now?
It's just at the 1:30.
Yeah, a lot of results are broadcast at the same time.
Yeah, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket.
Millionaire Radio! Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes to get the lottery numbers? Oh my god!
They announce one every 2
Fucking
minutes.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, today's number 2, and now a word from Magic Spoon.
Oh, okay, I have to read this one from Zatango.
I think I won the Powerball.
Millionaire Radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
I'm on a millionaire radio. Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum.
It's better than my homicide.
Then buy a damn ticket, Maya, with your own good money.
Alright.
But Monkey Hearts, does the Homstar voice get you going there, Katani?
It's like a kitchen.
That's fair.
Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to somebody.
I'll be back next month.
Oui, naturellement. I will be waiting for you.
If you haven't gotten it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here.
No, I will have everything ready, I promise.
I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles.
No, stop it, I beg you.
Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you.
My no, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle.
I want to get another thread in. I'll talk to anyone and I'll drive the knife right through your heart.
Phoenix is like, hi, lawyer here. What the fuck?
Lawyer is different than cop.
Yeah, Wednesday Addams. She does give off very heavy Wednesday Addams vibe. Oh no, you do not have to worry. You know, you worry for too much.
Evil.
Maybe this will help you relax. It is like oil of sandalwood.
I do love. We're all made from time to time.
Oh!
I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now.
Armstrong, you could sit on her and she'd die. What the fuck are you scared for? I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I becomes a nervous wreck.
Must not get nervous.
Yeah. I'm fucking... There. Oh, oui, that feels good.
I got Mexican radio stuck in my own head. What a catchy, dumb song. Back me up, Satanga.
Oh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur.
Burn to the ground! Burn, burn, burn!
Oh, jeez.
My eyes! My eyes!
Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this. La oil of sandalwood.
Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong?
No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme.
Putting on a brave face, huh?
That's what girls do, Nick.
But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is play. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive.
But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays, huh?
Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry.
Have you forgotten Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya?
But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me.
So, who was that woman you were just talking to?
Oh la la, you saw that.
Yeah, the Danganronpa looking chick.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with that?
So, who is she? She looks so polite and graceful.
She looks
Not the words I would use to describe that person.
polite, graceful. Stop it.
And she likes raw meat and fires, right? I'll be back.
Alright, it's a flashback. Just go. We just did this game. Hey, did you shut off your game in the last 10 seconds? If not, here's a flashback.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, Hey, Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having.
You think so? Well, then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens.
Yeah, that's how humans talk to each other.
Present.
At least it's not the Guitar Serenade yet. Oh man, speaking of the Guitar Serenade, I played Artful Escape last night.
Oh.
It is mostly a very cool game, Satanga. I'd almost recommend it. Like, I'm playing it on Game Pass, so it's an easy recommend for me, but it has 8 things going for it and like 2 things going against it. What'd you think? Very pretty, very trippy.
I liked it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers, yeah.
Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neat little game, but gosh darn it. I don't want to play Simon. The game, like, I tried to explain this last night. I'm going to try to explain this to you, Satanga. Hey, man, we're just all insignificant beings in the cosmic airwaves. Man, you gotta find your own voice, dude. You gotta get out there and express yourself. Now, to express yourself and find your inner voice and bring out the Bob Dylan in you, play a game of Simon against me. Follow my commands. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Doop, 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 doop. I'm like, I hate this! Why? How often do you have to do this? More than I would like, but it's not every 5 seconds. It's probably been about 6-7 times.
That was more like 5.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I said 6 and it's more like 5, I apologize.
No,
but
well, it's less than you're saying.
Okay.
You're close, but a little wide of the mark is what I'm saying.
Regardless, somewhere between 5 and 7 I think is fair in the first 2 hours.
Yeah.
Which is more than I want. It's really stupid. Most of the rest of the game I really like, though. It's not a very gameplay game, and I'm okay with that. It's some Bob Dylan worship, so that's a little tough for me.
Yeah. Said that piece of evidence, and I'm like, what the fuck was she talking about? Was it the lottery ticket? If only I had taken the right lottery ticket, I would not have any debts right now. I would be free.
The EA failed Iron Man game Anthem.
Yeah.
When they were talking about like how great it was going to be and how expansive, like it was Project Dylan. They were trying to like somehow weave their microtransaction bullshit game into the Project Dylan. It's gonna be like the Bob Dylan of video games, man. And it was Anthem. It sucked.
Oh my god.
Like Bob.
Bob Dylan is a very good songwriter.
That's right. I've said that for many years. And he's a decent enough dad to make Jacob, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Look at the bright side, Mr. Armstrong. You won $1, right?
In lack of remorse for having stolen something precious. Oh.
That's like the generic one.
Oh, okay.
Let's move back. Let's go check out Blue Screen Inc. Oh my god. What?
What am I looking at here?
The Starship Enterprise? A LAN party on the Starship Enterprise?
Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air.
It is a computer firm. They can't work without electricity, you know? No, Andrew, I do not work at a place that looks like this. Wow, she's got a very masculine voice.
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only.
Fair.
Ixnay on the Orsnay. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked.
Wow, secrets. What secrets?
Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building.
Understood.
Who
is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of a whacked educational show.
My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director.
Lisa Basil's a pretty good voice for that. Or some name for that voice. The director? She's a human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell! Man, where's the Tengu for that bad line?
Yeah.
And that thing over right, isn't the same device as...
That's a DMH, right?
Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's an HMD.
All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs.
And do you write programs too?
No, I just enjoy wearing this.
Thank you. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one.
Why does she have lamps?
That's part of the problem with her design.
Yeah.
So what exactly is this firm's business?
I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source level components to them.
Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management.
I like that line out of Maya.
It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right?
The software we produce is distributed on CDs.
Okay.
CDs.
Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media. Also, CDs nuts.
Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music.
It is a small firm, but all my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they're doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now?
I'm researching the types like logical access to global variables and obviously instructions, influence, expression of time, performance of some variables, memory, overhead, important teacher sector education.
Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we're involved in. Did you good people follow all of that?
Yeah.
Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. Digital optical storage media from 25 years ago! Freaking robots. Alright, you know what happened, right, Miss Basil?
You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know, he's terrible.
Terrible is such a good word in that voice.
Can you tell us anything that might be helpful?
I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too, but I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc.
Oh.
How about Mr. desk? Have you cleared it out already?
No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you're welcome to take it.
Hell yeah. This computer is useful. This chair is really useful. I guess there might be a clue around here somewhere. Yeah. Just push her out of the way.
Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess.
Looks pretty average to me.
But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this.
You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then.
Hey, this calendar.
Yeah, what about it? It's another hint about tidying. You can forget it.
Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen.
December 3rd. That's the day Mr. was murdered.
Ah, okay, let's look at his to-do list. Get murdered. Oh shit! We've cracked the case.
I don't know why I made that appointment.
Yeah. It says meet with the tiger.
The tiger. Wait, is Fake Phoenix the tiger? Because if he is, I got a Tony the Tiger voice ready
You
to
can do
go.
that if you want,
No.
but yes, that is him.
Is there a hole in the trash can?
Oh, that's, I think, a sleeping bag.
Is there a hole in the sleeping bag?
There's like a pouch that it comes in. It's cinched up there.
Oh! I thought he was like.
Yeah, he's got like a roll-up thing here
I
too.
see.
It's
There really
actually
isn't a lot of room under there to
Yeah.
sleep. Unless he's a very short man. He has post-it notes the way I do. I have 12 little things. What would you call that? Stacks?
yeah,
Stacks
it's a stack of post-its,
Yeah, I got 12 different stacks of post-it notes.
a ream of post-its.
I don't use them, but I like to stack them up. And sometimes I'll like stack them up so I can like lean my phone against it. I can watch something while I type. I work for the government.
Wow, look at this mess.
Looks like they're all betting tickets.
What kind of betting tickets?
They're betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets.
Oh, wow. These drawers are stuffed full of these.
Why do you keep them? Well, they're all losing tickets. Why would you keep them?
It's over 5.
Why would you keep them?
I guess he's one of those people that doesn't throw anything away.
This many tickets will get you, what, $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick.
I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya.
Hey, look, Nick, it's a supercomputer! It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it?
Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya.
That explains why we don't use the computer in our office.
You work there too, Maya!
Yeah, but at least I'm...
Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you.
She said she'd laugh at us, Nick.
She's a human, Maya. Not a computer.
He looks like Cora from Tron 2.
Oh, yeah.
He's got that look to it.
Predates her.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to find.
I wonder if I could just ask her about Glenn.
About Mr.
He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer for one or two bugs in his personality.
Oh, like what?
He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble.
What's the matter?
He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, you just said something about him being in trouble. We gotta find out what this trouble was exactly.
Aha. Dialogue.
Oh, about Mr. Was he in some kind of trouble?
I'm sorry. Why would you think that?
I thought you said something about it just now. It's like you said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser.
Ah, come on, I don't sound just like that. Come on. Buddy, you gotta work with me here.
3 Cyclops!
I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man with his own pile of secrets.
What is a man?
Gonna do a thing. I think I have it.
Alright.
Give it a shot.
What do you think, guys? Will Dustin get it?
Problem from the dead. Well, he is a lawyer. Yeah, he literally only defends murder
That's true.
claims. He does profit from death
That's
all
true.
the time. Almost exclusively.
So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elton was in?
I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service.
What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Russell's troubles have something to do with this?
What is that?
A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones.
With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral.
Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell?
But what is the relevance of these tickets?
The victim, Mr. Glug, he had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. If you have 500 losing tickets in your
And
work
you
desk,
kept them!
you kept them. What? It is the only conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time.
That is illogical. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Or goes to horse racing. When's the last time you've been to a horse race?
Never.
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own.
You're right. Wait, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling problem wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? The lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and he lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be in cause of some pretty serious troubles, perhaps.
No! You're right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand?
Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
But if you win, there's no problem, is there?
I didn't think of that.
And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000?
Yeah, but,
It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it?
It's true that Mr. won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck, and he was deep in trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elg's real problem was someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Mr. Elg met with someone the day he was killed. He even made a note on this calendar about the meeting. Meet with the tiger.
What is the relevance of that?
He was meeting a tiger.
Are you trying to suggest Glenn was meeting him to discuss his debt?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But I have never heard anything about this tiger before. Maybe he's not even human. Maybe he really is a tiger.
I'm no programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such messed up logic? In that case, I think it's time to introduce you to the tiger. El Tigre.
We do not have this evidence.
Oh no! It's Magaggy.
It's not McGaggy. Okay, so we'll have to come back to
Someone's at the park.
To the park! Ah, there's that. I tried. I was doing good.
Yeah.
I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you?
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today, and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix.
Caw.
Hey, check this out.
I wouldn't get too close to that for you, otherwise you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Yeah. Just imagine a tiger loose in the city.
Meanwhile, the real Phoenix is like an abandoned chick lost in a vast urban jungle.
Huh?
Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope.
Why is she trying to talk to become a phony?
Birds.
Hey,
I
look,
like birds.
pigeons!
Yeah, and heaps of them too.
Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace?
That's a dove, not a pigeon.
Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it?
You're overthinking this one just for your speech, Mia.
This place is so fruity.
It's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites.
Then that apple slide is perfect for you.
And what is so perfect about it?
Oh, come on, don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. Woo!
No way! I get covered in sand if I slid on that slide. Anyone can see that.
Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try too.
Fascinating. Do.
I used to love sandboxes like you would not believe.
Really? You?
Sure, finding iron filings in the sand with a magnet was my favorite thing to do.
Iron filings. Wow, that's too exciting for words.
It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then.
So, did you manage to get all the iron?
No, I never did. I think I came close, though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron filings I found way back when. You want them?
No.
I just love how abruptly that conversation ends.
Hey, Miss Robin, do you think Rusty's attractive? No.
So mean. So mean.
Look at this orange reminds me.
What?
That you're supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know.
Speaking of fun, if we get Maggie acquitted, maybe we can all get together sometime, you know?
Okay, what do you play with someone who's never even won a game of tic-tac-toe?
How about we change the rules a bit then? We could play Old Maid and, we could say the person who's left the Old Maid at the end is the winner. Haha, how's that?
Not bad. Not bad at all. We could even rename the game to Fair Maiden.
That's a good pitch out of you, Maya. Alright, so that didn't work. Detention Center, maybe?
Nope.
Let's try Criminal Affairs.
Looks like Gumshoe's not... Yeah, we know.
Never mind that, you fool. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow.
You think?
Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Go in the opposite of the briefing quick! Can't you shut down the hasted server?
Chief, quit playing on the internet!
What's my email, pen pal?
Elite Asian princess!
Elite Asian princess.
Taking a screenshot of that one.
Save it for later, I'm turning it off now!
Completely lost the
Yeah, me
conversation.
too. No! Elite Asian princess!
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh?
I like the idea of, like, you being able to hear that and then being able to diagnose it's spelled in elite speak.
Yeah.
Like, how would you pronounce that in a way that I would know that you wanted me to spell it that way?
Well, I would assume prefixing it with leet would be a big enough context clue.
Okay. Princesses.
Yep.
Hit the Z.
Yeah.
Keep him busy. More like panicking, if you ask me. What's going on here? Something big. These are a detective's desk. They suck. There are computer and files and 20 years a lot tighter than I expected. I guess detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desk. It's a terrible office. This must be the chief of detectives here. He looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports, just a suggestion. Dear Elite Asian Princess, how are you? I am okay. How was the show last night?
Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. Talk to elite Asian princesses.
That was bizarre. Where do you want me to go? I can go from here to there. I don't know if that would really get you anywhere, but you can try. Nope.
He doesn't have any opinions on betting tickets. there was something that Maya had mentioned about like a piece of evidence. I'm just gonna fast forward through this until I get like the clue that she says.
Millionaire radio ticket?
Yeah. Nope.
Well, you only have so many.
Time for bummer fucking. Yes, it is. I mean, at least it's a short little.
Man, pull up the walkthrough.
Maybe.
Alright. Don't tell David.
Oh. Never mind. There's a scooter.
Scooter!
What is it? Is this your scooter?
No. I saw it before Vitamin Square, you see.
Mon Dieu! No! Take it away! Do not show that to me!
Talk about an allergic reaction. What? But, yep.
So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with la broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they kept harassing me months after months. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Mon bien sûr. If I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied.
Please, what did you agree to help him with?
No, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up. And eat me with the salad garnish.
Ew. Well, it doesn't mean that literally. You'd be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm gonna guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract. Am I right?
Oh! Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. Okay. More info.
The woman who was here earlier. I take it she's,
Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in the debt. It is the sign of the bad world we live in, huh?
No, I'd say it's more of a sign of the culinary skills.
The woman who was here, this kind woman, she is from the loan office.
Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000
We
from?
have a lead, folks. We, tender lender, it is gone. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10.
$10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya.
Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much.
So, tender lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? Did they, was it like 500,000 yen? And then when they translated it, they didn't bother adjusting the rate for America? It's like, a restaurant borrowing $500,000 seems excessive.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, I don't know what the original amount was.
But like 500,000 yen to get by? Right?
I think his restaurant was like seriously failing.
500,000 failing?
Yeah, at that point, just open up a different restaurant.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a theory. A game theory. No,
And that was $2,003.
yeah, right? I don't know. It's just an idea.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling that maybe if we looked up the Japanese, it would be the same 500,000 yen. Anyway.
I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case.
Let's talk about tender lender. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay $500,000 now. I am like his slave. I have to do everything that he tells me.
Who's this he?
La tiger.
Tiger?
Oui, he is la manager of the tender lender. A terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry.
A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance?
Oh, no, no, no. This man has a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, well, he does have less spiky hair, just like you. Oui, there is a resemblance there, I suppose.
Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all.
Woohoo!
New location. We are going to check the situation.
If you want to visit the tender lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square.
Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3.
Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? This whole, like, case just takes place on this block. I like it.
Yeah.
Like, even though in the game you just select move, it could be 15 miles away, you know?
Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then.
They had 2 crimes in the same week.
It sounds like they got hacked. And that would take precedence over, like, everything.
You better get going, detective. You're gonna be late.
Actually, I've kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one.
A favor.
Yeah, it's for Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me.
Vienna sausages and white rice.
What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been really worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth who could down this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of the tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal.
Can't exactly say no, can I? Alright. As a man with the job I have, how long have those weenies and rice just been out? It's been many hours if he got up early in the morning to make them and he's giving to me at lunchtime.
Yeah. Those weenies your relatives dick.
Wow! From downtown!
This is my cousin, Little Weenie, and then I got Frank Farda over here.
Oscar, Maya. Alright.
Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie.
Give Weenie to Maggie, go. He's finally gone. Onward to the tender lender.
Let's go.
What the hell?
This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it?
Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and
I
die.
think it's the bandage lady.
Okay. Couldn't tell who it was. You're here to discuss the law. No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please.
She's gone, just like that.
I guess we'll just have to come back another time.
But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay?
Do you think it'd be okay?
Of course. No one will ever know.
Coffee.
Ah!
I'll leave it right here for you to enjoy quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please.
Nick, let's get out of here.
Now she wants to get out of here.
Look at anything, or is she just gonna run? Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up.
Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything.
I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal.
How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be, like, super heavy?
Oh hey, there's a book of matches here.
Matches, huh? Places don't give up as much time. Hey, wait a second.
What is it?
Look what's printed on its cover. It says Trilogy. These matches would come in handy. We might be able to use them.
Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out.
Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. So, going back to my theory that they meant 500,000 yen, look at this office. Does this look like a company that's giving out $500,000?
Yeah. Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic.
Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Hang on a sec, Phoenix. I don't really have alcohol, but
Good night, everybody. So did Bogus Phoenix show up again? Not yet. He's about to.
with his pimp coat. I guess I haven't got an eye for fashion.
Hey, look at this. This suit's the same color as the one you wear, Nick.
Same color as my suit.
Ah!
Keep your voice down, Mayu. You'll scare Andrew.
Nick, you gotta take a look at this.
Some cake.
Ah!
I'll just leave it here for you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Just wait here quietly. Otherwise...
Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said.
Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you, only so I could take care of you. Understand?
I'm scared, Nick.
So, what were you getting excited about before?
Look on the lapel of this suit.
That's an attorney's badge.
Is the tiger a lawyer?
No way! Look at this thing. It's made of paper. Paper badge.
For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me.
I won it in a contest. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? That's the kind you get from the cereal box. You didn't want to read the Winter Compromise?
I do, but I want to put this one first.
Alright.
What's this?
It's a punching bag.
What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that.
What do you mean walking around?
The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before back in Trilogy. Paris fashion is more my thing.
I really hope she's pulling my chain on this one.
Okay then. Very unsuspicious.
I mean, normally when we're talking about punching bags, we're talking about Dick Upshaw, am I right, folks? Alright. Win through compromise.
I wonder what that's supposed to mean.
It must mean something if they took the trouble to frame it like that.
Yeah, well, it still doesn't make any sense to me.
That's the Underlander's guiding principle.
Oh,
Compromise the customer to win.
I see. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, well, as long as we don't have to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. That's one slogan no business owner should ever explain to their customers.
Well, it's a good thing she's not the owner.
Let's see. This round doll thing is called a Dharma, I think.
You need a really big board to play that kind of mahjong.
Yeah.
I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured, in case you're wondering.
You mean you're making some up for a change?
I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shot.
Only if I feel like dying.
Now, this yellow thing, this is Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversing person.
Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. Yeah, like what kind of Japanese mobster would have... What is a Japanese mobster anyway? I mean, get out of here. They're not trophies, are they?
Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here.
Well, what is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did have some repair on his car. Does he even have one? 15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane!
The car's registered to the Cadaverinis.
Oh, listen here, Cavadorini.
You can't even say it.
No, I can't.
You can't even fucking say it.
Cadaverini.
I'm getting flashbacks to Master of Disguise.
Wow, yeah.
Pistachio Disguisey. I think a Japanese mobster is technically what a Yakuza is. Yeah, that's what they're going for with this guy.
Yeah, I was
When
being
you
very
see him
silly.
again, you will definitely get it.
Huh? So it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill in the Tiger's office?
Check out the desk.
That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug.
It's solid gold, Nick. Gold. Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that.
Would you really want such a shiny desk, though?
I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled.
It's because it's completely dazzling.
I can see up my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting.
The desk isn't practical. No surprise there. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it!
The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the Tiger's into.
Have you finished the coffee? Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? Yeah. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. That coffee, it was lacing something. I'm almost sure of it.
Nick, my stomach is killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast.
I sure hope so. We better take a look at the CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the?
What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? It's...
Rocco, what? Balboa? It's the claw of the tiger, it's in his paw. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen? MC Bama.
What?
It must be the CD Magagi told us about.
Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal.
No way! That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. MC Bomber. Oh, that's Angry Man. Come out from under the desk, Maya.
What are you still snooping around my office for?
Nothing. We were just.
My precious carpet! You's got ash on my rug!
I'm gonna need you to take it down about 10%.
Are you?
Yes.
We'll see.
You gotta wish your ugly feet never came through my door!
It wasn't us. It was already.
Yous wanna argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think yous can take me on?
Backing up and being quieter are not the same fucking thing. You're still clipping the mic.
Look, not bad. See, Tanga's into it. I got one vote. I love when I get you rattled.
I'm gonna flatten yous two into pancakes and turns yous into my new rugs.
I just love doing the
The
squawk.
bird, yeah, squawk. Oh. I think you're gonna take over for her if I'm gonna yell.
Yeah. Don Tigre, you're back.
Ah, that voice, it's like evil sleeping into your head through your ears.
I'm sorry, Don Tigre.
Can you give me,
I
like, a
knocked
little...
over that ashtray earlier, and
She's got a death wish or what?
Oh, right. Huh? Oh, forget about it, Violetta. He's done. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair.
I'm cute.
Look at me.
Have a nice tie. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
You's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I work so hard, but you's gotta come and mess up my plan.
So it was him. He's my phony.
But I don't care. No one gets in my way.
What? I mean,
Excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, Rat.
I have a few things so.
No questions. This is the last time we meet.
Wait, please. Wait, he left his office?
That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him.
Like, you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, "Hold it!" either.
The espresso. And cookies.
This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? So I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tender Lender.
Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, are they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me for our card game, for starters. Why don't you stick out a little?
Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much.
Tender lender is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I'd rather skip town.
Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well.
That is why you get accused of murder so often.
I just blinked.
So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tigre. Furio?
Furio Tigre! Furio!
Zin Eop's got a real name! Nick, hurry up and find more about him! He's in his 40s?
Wow. Can I ask you about El Tigre?
Cookie? Sure! How do you like my cookies? I bake them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor's all yours.
No, ladies first, Maya!
Foisting the
Yeah.
cookie.
No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? Tiger uppercut!
We are lovers.
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you.
Please address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to.
I'm sorry. He saved your life. I'd sure like to know how. Really, you would?
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once. You died? Come on, bullshit. I would have known if you died.
They would have accused me.
About 4 months ago, the doctor said to abandon all hope.
I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'm paying back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So is that why you got the bandage around your head?
This?
So what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury?
Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before, when you said you had died once. Ow! Oh no!
Oh shit. Ugh, she really creeps me out, Nick.
Same here, but we gotta find out the truth.
Alright. See, because I don't think I can do this one yet. I think I got.
It'd be a surprise if you could.
Alright.
Hey.
There he is! Old Seedy's back feeding the pigeons again.
There! Take this! And this! And get out of my park!
Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can.
What? Why? Hello, old man.
What are you doing, Maya?
Huh? Gah! Hey, he just turned his back on us.
I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning.
Hey, Mr. Kudo! Pigeon. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons, in with good fortune.
Ow! See, shell splinters! Painful!
I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened at court earlier today.
Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the serving girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal.
No, not at all.
You listen to me, boy. I'm not caring what you say. I saw that Wright just put it in. He put some white powder in that young lad's Giappuccino.
We hear you.
Another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece. On the same side of the lens as broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you.
Okay, take it easy. Please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this.
You said you were a craftsman, right?
I'll get you some more water.
Thank you.
The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves.
I've noticed that my Grunkle Stan and my Dr. Girlfriend are pretty close. They're both extremely gravelly.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shoguns. You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young?
Yeah.
Thank you. Whew.
Ugh. Needed that.
I mean, this case has some extreme choices you and I have made.
Yeah.
Got extra supplies.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all.
I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out!
That's a good line. If we let them start rambling now, we might never shut them up. What should we do?
I just let him go.
Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days, huh?
Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I?
I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did you just say? Hey, Victor, how are his errands going? Have you finished those errands? At home and at that restaurant?
Oh, Dustin, where are you in the Greatest Attorney games? Did you finish? I have not finished. I'm a good chunk of the way through the 4th case of the 2nd game. As you...
Hold up. by restaurant? Are you talking about Charles Home? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned.
What?
What was the errand?
So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you. Call la police. Call him yourself, I should have shouted back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call them on your cell phone?
Ah, do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
I'm still looking for one.
You went looking for one.
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes?
So for 5 minutes after the incident happened.
Yes, sirree. The owner was a très bien on his own.
Why didn't you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But y'all bullied me out of the courtroom.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I got more to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame.
You could have at least told us before we got to court.
Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one that called the police?
What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead. Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Sakuda might have been chased out of the place on purpose.
What do you mean?
He might have been chased out of the place on purpose. Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Ah, sure. You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have given myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh?
I think there are more details of exactly what happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong.
Alright. Too très bien. To la kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again.
The place is open for business. Get a move in the restaurant without you.
Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me.
Cyclops. Only a couple minutes after the incident happened. Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone.
Ugh, missing when we need to talk to him the most.
Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose.
Oop. Now this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty.
There's a book on the dresser. Clarence Armstrong's Bedtime Literature.
Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it?
It looks like a collection of poems he's written.
Poems? Cool, read one out. And say it in your best French accent with intensity. Okay, I think we've done this.
I think so too, actually.
You want to skip it?
I can't remember. It seems familiar. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two of them, like actors on the film, the coffee, the long drunk, sweet nothings, over too soon, or that sad Sunday moment, the foolish cocktail, so delicious. Take this last sip of your tea,
Ah, no. I know what I must do. I must lie to you. I must.
He's from the Australia region of France.
I don't know why no was the hard word in that. I'll know.
No?
No.
No? Huh? That's it.
Yeah, that's bold for you. I think it's all repeats, which is really weird.
Yeah.
You're just getting lazy on us.
Alright, let's check out the texture center. Maybe Maggie's out of questioning.
Yeah. Excavator!
Hey! I'm not doing the Kazooie voice for her. I have to save my throat.
Oh, Mr. Wright!
No. Oh, Mr. Wright!
Yeah, it's good. Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you?
Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened.
I'm gonna rank this on my blog!
Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man.
Gross. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony.
He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember on the incident anyway.
Is it possible she is the one misremembering things?
Later got it. Oh, okay.
Some people have said that. It's been like mixed. Who gets it, who doesn't. I don't know what you can do about that, but Twitch is weird sometimes. If it's Saturday, well, our time Saturday at this time, just check in, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're pretty relatively consistent with 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, did you do this
Yeah, I
line?
did.
Okay. Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him.
Well, you need to get Katani's attention. I would send an @ message. Because that is a Katani top 10 game.
Alright, Destiny can get the clock right. I removed the clock.
Take that, asshole! That should be on the soundboard. Didn't Mr. Kuo testify earlier today? That it was the waitress who put some white powder into the cup?
So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right?
It was MC Bomber, Maya. The name was scrawled on the sports paper as well.
Hey, that's it. That's not getting the clock right. Correct. But a gone clock is wrong no times a day.
Man's a Guinness, alright.
Don't genius live in a lamp? You never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir.
Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too.
Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me.
You said that you passed out when the victim collapsed, right?
Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir.
So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Trivium. Hey, I've been lurking this whole time, but Dead Rising?
Yeah, she bought it on PC.
Dead Rising?
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Congratulations. I really like that horrible game. It's so difficult to actually try to beat it the right way. So many people will die, but it's really fun. And I really like the post-game stuff even better. So, It's really fun. Wow, that's cool. Good for you. I played a lot of the first one. Yeah, I never played it before. I'm loving it. Yeah, there's something about it. It's really charming.
Yeah.
Most of the sequels aren't as great. There are moments, there are DLC stuff, but yeah, no, it's a cool little game. You like I said, I really like the post game, so the sequels made it worse. No, there are parts like some of the DLCs are really fun. 2's not a bad game, but it's a janky game, and I think that's why I like it so much. But you can put on certain bot heads, alright?
That is cool.
You make Mega Man Legends references, and this boy's a happy guy.
Yeah.
We're both like pacing ourselves because of certain voices. I don't know, Hooligan, did you get to hear my tiger voice?
Oh. I imagine that would be something that caused her to pivot her
to
attention
Miss
to
Robin?
us.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, good. Panic not, for I have arrived!
Hey, Starfawn, what's going on?
No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright?
Ah! The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture.
Chased out of the picture.
Hello.
What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police.
Exactly, and you, Magagi, you were unconscious.
Fucking
That's not every time. I wait to do it every now and then it catches you off guard, and you're like, Kia! That's your reaction. Kia! That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time.
No!
Come in, we'll do this close.
You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you?
When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all, huh?
It's like a master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds.
Also, Starfon, congratulations. 8 apartments, 5 zip codes. That actually sounds like hell.
Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, the old man said as much, and when we spoke with him earlier.
I don't know. Things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir.
Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out.
Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about Old Seed.
Okay.
I also want to present
How old is he? Oh, yeah.
68.
I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man.
He's not really bad for an old man, though.
Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better.
Maggie! If there's something on your mind, you gotta tell us. Eh? Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kodo or his testimony, huh?
Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it.
Okay.
I also want to present Tigray.
Holy smokes, that's him! Huh? That's your phony, Mr. Wright! Just look at that ridiculous suntan!
That's what that is? For the record, I'm not sunburned like an over-dried tomato, so I don't know how.
He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii and that's where he got the tan.
I'm not hearing this.
You know this person?
I know I used to be on the police
No,
force, sir, but
that's
I'm
garbage.
incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you.
I could tell that was the bogus one.
Okay.
Alright. It's not gonna be the robot lady either.
I was thinking of showing Glenn.
Ah. Well, good luck tomorrow, man.
Nice.
Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you today? Yeah, all of it.
Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant,
Yeah, we already know that already. It was Victor Gudo.
but I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman.
A woman?
Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
Creepy?
Cackling?
SpongeBob. Why do I get the feeling that I've come across a woman like that recently?
Pro tip, don't subscribe to an April Fool's joke OnlyFans account that your favorite tech YouTubers made as a replacement for Patreon because it will still only show on bank statements as OnlyFans sub. Eventually, you will have to share that bank statement with apartment managers and look like a simp.
No, I can explain. Okay, so, here's the thing.
Well, I dressed up as the guy. Okay, so it's a cartoon, and there's a cartoon within the cartoon show. So I dressed up as the guy who does the voice acting of the cartoon within the cartoon show. And that's my explanation of crack stuntman cosplay.
And press the button.
Okay.
The CD, maybe?
Ah. Oh, Glenn.
Ah, that's the victim, isn't it?
Fucking Starfon, you goof.
To my application, I promise I'm not a sussy baka. Please went to me, uwu.
That was the first time you ever seen this man, alright?
Yes, I'd never met or seen him before then. I
Or
just
after.
happened to...
Yeah. Fucking. You fucking idiot.
I just happened to be the waitress who served him his coffee, sir, that's all.
It seems he was a computer programmer.
Really? I'm useless with computers. Completely hopeless. I don't know any computer programs.
Did she mean programmers? The CD. Damn
Ah! I thought so. Damn.
it. You talked about it, you
Oh, yeah.
knucklebeak. Oh yeah! I got something you're gonna love!
Really? What is it?
A lunchbox just for you. Here!
Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies, too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir.
Does it have dirty donuts? Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be a bit like that.
The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them.
You already locked up? Somehow when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier.
And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But...
She's right. Better than letting it go to waste.
I guess so.
How long had they been out? How?
Well, how was it?
We ate it in front of her? How long do you think it took those two numbskulls to eat it in front of her? Yeah, how's it, Maggie?
Like 15 minutes.
Oh, not bad. Are you sure? Okay. That hit the spot. I love weenies.
Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir.
Would you like this to get any other food to eat in front of you? Even the ticket's probably a stretch. Or flyer.
Oh, maybe she knows about the matches?
No.
Well, she works there. I figured maybe she'd seen them.
Paper badge. That's what his badge looks like. I think you're out.
Yeah. Alright. Criminal Affairs.
Ooh.
Gumshoe's there.
Yes.
The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's already here.
Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too.
I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief.
But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas.
It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch.
No, just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Some young guy. God fucking damn it.
Pretty good.
Wow, this place is really buzzing.
Shadow Realm time. Mind crush. Alright. You take over for a sec? I gotta use the bathroom.
Good luck with that.
I have been drinking a lot of water.
I'm gonna need it for when I get back to El Tigre's voice.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you doing here, pal?
Detective Gumshoe!
You can't be here right now. You should be roped up in the briefing if you stay.
Huh?
We got big problems here today.
What? What's going on?
It's a virus! A virus!
A virus?
There's a virus ripping through the precinct computer system.
But I really need to ask you some questions.
Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up.
Yes?
No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear?
Okay,
If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there!
we're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information.
Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. And the letter is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. It seems they've run into some trouble recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in all their debts.
Really?
Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady.
Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute! That's fine. You can half watch us or whatever. I feel like whenever Starfighter is a stream and a bot shows up, sunglasses magically appear on his face and obliterates him. I mean, I laid the bad hammer, but I'll give Starfon the credit. I like to think of him dressed up as Star Fox. Somewhere between, like, you know, Star Fox and Starfon, his, like, furry disguise.
You're becoming more like your father.
Wait, did you just say that lady?
Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick?
We better find out what the story is with this lady. And by find out the story of this lady, I'm going to ask you about computer viruses.
That's the red girl who works over at Tenderlander.
A little deep breath before you started that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal.
What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Oh. Blink.
Her name's Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruno Cadaverini. Bruno Cadaverini? You know who that is, Nick?
Never heard of him.
Bruno Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family.
The Cadaverinis! That's one scary... No, it's not. Sounding name.
We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you?
No! I don't remember saying I was going to! I better get some more information about this family. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis?
Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who.
It makes me think it's like some kind of zombie-themed pasta. You're a cop.
Try
And
the
you're scared.
cadaverini parmesan.
Yeah, right? Kraft macaroni and cheese every October, sells the cadaverini and cheese.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary.
Those are the only two options.
Yeah. Well, those are the only two things I've been, so couldn't really think outside the box there. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They've got too much moolah.
Moolah? As in,
They pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market.
the black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it, huh?
Sure, no one stands up to Brutal Cadaverini, and I mean no one.
Fun tip I learned about the original Dead Rising? Oh, do go on. I used to cover wars,
So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then?
Yeah, and everyone knows how much Brutal loves his little girl. She means everything to him.
So, how did she end up at Tender Lender?
I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss at Tender Lender are pretty tight.
Tight.
That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case.
Sounds like a pretty important clue.
So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe?
Are you ready to be regaled? I don't know.
I appreciate the honesty.
What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal?
Okay, yeah. It's a very silly way they do that, but I do remember that being the way. It's like you equip a book.
Yeah.
And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable.
What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is?
Well, Nick, do you?
A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course.
Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright?
Why do I get the feeling we're gonna get sued? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but at least I can explain the basics to the two of you knucklebeaks. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage.
Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode?
No, the damage is, well, it's all internal.
So the inside goes boom, right?
Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe them all out. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about.
Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious.
Infectious.
Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network.
I like the Professor Phoenix voice being far more composed.
I thought you would appreciate it. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster.
The word technology means magic. It's basically anything that's really cool and you don't know how it works. Just like a real virus, huh?
It's a wonder why they call them that, Detective.
But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that?
Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal?
No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the viruses to someone else.
What? That's horrible.
Some men just
Oh.
want to watch the world burn.
I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold.
Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. I think he's blind and he has to navigate by smell. That's why all the coffee's there. It leads him into the courtroom. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong.
Who? What? Where? When? And when the conversation jumped to talking about me? Anyway, that is what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage.
And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before.
The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard it before too. What? Detective Gumshoe, about this.
What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and this virus right now, so I... Ah! This is it! This stupid name! I remember now!
Sneezing on other people's jokes hit differently. Yes, they do. I thought so. Here it comes.
Don't you just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick? What's going on?
It's okay, Mike. You don't have to cry about it.
The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus has just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber.
Can you give us any more details, please?
We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if the demands weren't met.
It is also known as MC Bomber.
Who are they?
I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess.
And now the virus has been released, huh?
Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival.
All the stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Nick, say I'm in. Say it. Say the line.
Apparently the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market.
You mean someone put this virus up for sale?
Yeah, because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal.
At least it wasn't half a million. In the millions? A virus could be worth that much?
Ah, I can't believe it! I almost forgot the most important thing.
And that is?
You know, the lunchbox. How did everything go?
Lunchbox!
You remember weenies?
Oh yeah, those weenies.
So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch?
Huh? Well, it was delicious.
Yeah, that's what she said, really?
Well, not exactly.
Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared.
Prepared? Ooh, what do you mean?
I made a jumbo lunchbox.
Oh,
Do me a favor again, pal, and deliver this.
Crazy. This is sure a heavy burden in more ways than one.
I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring it in.
weenies again, Nick, huh? Tell me we don't have to eat all these too.
No, if you idiots would just tell him the truth.
I really can't eat anymore.
You two are bad friends. We give the weenies to Violetta to break the psych clock. She's always trying to feed people and give coffee. Weenies are her downfall.
I think if you gave that girl a weenie, she would explode.
I see this as a win-win.
Alright, let's try this again now that we know more about the computer virus. And, Fury Repeater.
If you give the weenies to the robot lady... Well, oh, you can skip ahead to the second lock, right? Yeah. Computers, beeps, boots. 0, 1, 2.
Here we go. Here we go. This is what we need. Ready?
AKA the Tiger, is the boss of the loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. The only thing a loan shark would want to talk about him would be his debt.
No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think.
$100,000? Ouch!
But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and he won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then?
Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talents?
I suspect he was talking about programming.
Oh, El Tigre has that pimp coat, and he wanted to use those talents to pay back the... I got it! What computing program is worth $100,000?
Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work.
I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance the... Sweeties? Well, this is it, isn't it? This is a virus infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber!
No!
You killed me!
Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
He's trying to keep.
From this debt.
Instead of going under. You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky.
Hey boss, can you come over here for a second? Yeah, what's that? Well, I'm kinda in a lot of gambling debt, and I'm working during company time on this illegal program. It's a little risky. What do you think, boss? Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, I'll talk to you later after I go get murdered. Why is that a conversation they're having?
It was on the company Slap channel.
Risky? How?
We have a subreddit. He thinks he's clever with the sock puppet account, but we know it's him.
Maybe he was gonna become a waitress at Trade Bien.
Where do you come up with these ideas? Where? Here?
I keep my ideas in my talk now.
So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market.
And as his employer, inconceivable! Gosh, was right for a change.
This date, December 3rd, that's marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts.
Alright.
I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. No, my dollar.
Use the trash can, Nick.
Yeah, that's everything I can get from her. Trade Bien?
Again, hey boss, I need to talk to you about my illegal activities. You got a moment? No, it's not about company time. Boss, I want to take my lunch now. I gotta go sell a virus. You're a little lost, huh?
Yeah, I still have this Cyclone.
Yeah, I guess even if we get to a point we can't continue, it might be able to help us figure it out.
Yeah. Presents
What is with this case, crowd?
Boom.
The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? The moped?
Yes.
Ah, right. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. The old man.
I was thinking it could either
You might have
present
been
her
able to.
profile or
I
his.
know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that head injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
25%.
It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me.
Boom.
It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but I took a blow to the head. A bad one.
You hit a moped and bashed your head in?
Imagine.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe she flipped the car over or something.
On a moped?
No, she said she swerved.
Yeah.
So maybe she swerved and lost control of the car and hit something
How fast was she
worse.
going? Okay. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right?
I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away.
If they'd stayed, I'd have...
Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he?
It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I could feel it! Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must have suspected too, right? I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I proved the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. This piece of shit. No, this piece of shit. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice the front wheel guard is badly damaged.
That was most of
I know,
the
I was
bike.
gonna say way more than that. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? Okay. This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me I know that may be true.
I knew it.
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very, very expensive.
Alright, so each ferry is $200,000. 600,000! Hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, the tiger is paid for, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him.
Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but, your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, am I right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation costs, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money?
$1 million. $1 million.
I know! I was like, alright, Doc, how much that surgery gonna cost? $1 million!
Paging Dr. Evil. Paging Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil to the surgery center.
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really?
Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big.
They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks! My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh?
It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score.
It's also overworld lingo for paying money to settle a score.
That's a good
It's
point.
literally the definition of the word.
Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks
$1 million!
says to be related to our poisoning case somehow.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather.
Oh, that's a big old tear.
But I knew that wasn't really true.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Nick, you're such an asshole.
What he did to get the money was evil.
Unlike your grandfather, notorious mob boss Johnny Dangerous.
There it goes. She cried, folks.
He said it was all for me, so I helped him.
You helped him? In what way?
Here, take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse.
Ah, there it is.
That's your mobster cliche sound. $1 million for the cradle surgery. Payment was due last year.
Wow, I feel so bad for Viola.
It's inexcusable.
Huh?
There are two things I consider inexcusable.
People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
I got you on the Austin Powers pick, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Poisoning and betrayal. That's it. Seriously, you shoot a guy, I don't care. Poison, though! Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics.
I wonder why he has such a personal vendetta against people who are poisoners or betray him.
Solid counter.
You remember the first case?
Yeah.
Is everything alright, Nick?
Well, you know the worst part about Bill Cosby? It's the hypocrisy.
God damn it.
Actually, I think it's the raping. Sorry, R.I.P. Norm. Right after we finish our espresso.
Yeah.
No one need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I get rid of this. Yeah. Wait, you didn't throw it in the trash. You could have put it back where you found it.
Alright. Move around.
Ooh.
Yeah.
think we're coming to the end of the investigation phase,
I
folks.
sure hope so.
Bonjour. I have been waiting for you to return.
Mr. Armstrong.
Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh God, I like backing up. It helps me get into it, and it scares you. You like worry about how loud I'm gonna be. If anyone is paying attention, here we go.
Well, he ain't got anything to say to yous, fellas.
Ah, it's Zin Eop.
Who are you calling Zinupa?
Ah!
I like how she ran. Come out from under the table already, Maya.
Okay, hand it over.
Whoa, what?
Yous wanna play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers now.
Oh, I think he wants Viola Cadaveri's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said she helped you.
Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. Yous wanna know what's sad? I'll tell yous what's sad. And it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's brutal little girl. Now that's sad.
I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm gonna expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off.
Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that? Two!
Oui.
Wee wee. Mr. Armstrong.
Forgive me. Désolé, I cannot argue with him.
Did he smack you? Ugh! Oh, that really hurt! He hit me or something.
Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers out. Armstrong, get the lighter.
Wait!
Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright.
That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital. Evidence. I was like, evil? No, evidence.
Hold it, pal.
It's Detective Man. The Detective Gumshoe.
Detective, you think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beating you!
Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe, keep it together. You guys get out of here. Leave this guy to me.
But,
Go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh?
alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Yeah.
Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind.
I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tender Lender is going down.
Woohoo! Investigation over. We did it.
So, Hooligan, what do you think of the Tigre voice?
Like I said, just like 10 to 70%. You just need to drop it down a little bit.
Look, man, if you give me a wacky loud character, I can commit. I can get loud.
All right,
I'm a good yeller.
I'll just check my ear later. It's fine.
You do catch me off guard every now and then when I'm like here and you give me like a nice smile, like ah! Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think's gonna happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery.
That's true. we still haven't solved a single part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No, that wasn't doubt. That was determination.
Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
Just wanted to say good luck. We're all cutting it.
Oh!
Hey, pal.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that.
How did you know she was stressed? She's only being tried for murder again.
I was watching through the doorway.
Ah,
You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Yeah, maybe this'll help.
Huh? You taking up aromatherapy too?
Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing.
oopsie, sorry. Well, the only thing you missed was me yelling.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be a while before I yell again. Kind of thinking this doesn't look like it was aromatherapy bottles.
This is a small bottle that turned up in Trey Bien's kitchen a couple of days ago.
Oh, look at all these little bottles.
Ah, they're all aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Oh, well, what do you know? It doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
We finally got the analysis results back from the lab.
So, what is it? Is it the poison?
Poison for Glennon.
I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for years. Topical use only, apparently.
For ears? You mean?
Yeah, it's the medication Glenn L was using for his ruptured eardrum.
What was Glenn Egg's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that?
Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but...
That's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence.
Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today, got it?
Today's trial. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done. Or my name isn't Phoenix Wright.
I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or his name isn't Phoenix Wright.
There you go. That's the joke they could have gone with.
Oh yes, Godo.
Court is now in session for the trial of Magagi Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor.
Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday, we heard the ramblings of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness testimony was plagued with a number of problems.
The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left.
Thank you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in the ear.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick?
It's going for the record.
Ha! Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it.
You lost me already, Mr. Godot.
Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that.
What?
Only weenies.
Oh,
And I am not a weenie. You are the weenie.
He did it!
You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules.
Are you implying that you resolve these contradictions?
That's you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not you. My bad.
You know the answers to these riddles.
The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here. He was throwing us off this set. And today I'll prove it. Alright.
Very well, let's the first witness take the stand.
Okay. Here we go. And you are. Oh, bonjour everyone. I am Jean Armstrong, the owner and head chef of La Très Bien Restaurant. Enchanté. I apologize to the French.
No, you don't.
Forgive me asking, witness, but are you a woman?
Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am the pulp and perky gentleman, no? On the day of the incident, you are in Très Bien's kitchen. Isn't that right? With you, monsieur. Ah, everything feels right.
Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy?
Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Très Bien.
Oui, volontaire.
Volunteer?
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
Oh, okay.
When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art decos that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example.
You could have just left it.
Yeah. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no?
Mirror!
Oui, un grand mirror. La most enormous mirror. You are in $500,000 of debt. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear to be back to front.
What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
And who are the 2 customers exactly?
Of course, the young man who died, and the other not-so-young man.
You're referring to yesterday's witness, I presume?
What about the other man? Maggie said she saw at the table. It tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
We need some hard evidence first before you can bring him up, don't we?
I guess I'll have to try a different approach for the time being. You were experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard about it before today?
You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur?
Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before?
But I did, just a few moments ago.
Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decorator?
No, Art Deco. It's a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that sort of thing.
Oh, yes, of course. That deco.
I was trying to achieve a more la effeminate look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of la décor.
How big of a mirror are we talking about here?
Something about 4 meters wide and, oui, about 2 meters high. 6 by 12. You're welcome.
Is you trying that like bigger? Let's see. If 1 meter is about a yard, holy glass in a frame! That's huge!
Holy glass in a frame, Batman. I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually.
The ceiling? Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember.
I know, but I decided not to go through with it in the end.
What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not?
Always press R.
If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. There's nothing about the mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies.
But
Oh, bless me.
you didn't ask, right? You have only yourself to blame for such sloppy work.
What?
A mirror was delivered to Trebien the day before the incident.
Really?
As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in here.
It just doesn't add up. Even a mirror delivered to Treban doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant the day of the crime.
Ha! If you want to doubt someone, try look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back to you will be dubious enough.
All the witnesses had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
Normally, I expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object.
Normally. How does normality come into this? That's lame, Tripe, even for you.
Huh?
Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it is impossible? Is that it? Where does that leave the pork-you-headed lawyer and the top-notch chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here?
Ungodly cool!
Well, Trite.
Ungodly cool!
Ungodly cool. And he's right.
Fucking toaster face. Alright,
Fucking
continue.
love Godo. He's so great.
Ah! Not the hair!
Do not have a top knot.
What do you mean?
Mr. Godot is correct. He is ungodly cool. Oh, lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument.
Bien, lógicas one a day. I know it's that last statement that I gotta work on.
Everything? You would have seen everything in reverse.
We.
Hey, Nick, we should take a second think about what old CD said in his testimony.
How did he phrase it again?
Boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
That clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it?
Ha!
Kinda hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but
You think old CD saw everything through a reflection?
if he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper.
Listen, it said was coming.
Yeah.
But what evidence is coming?
Do
you know at home? Have you figured it out? Boys and girls? You're looking there. Does the angle of the mirror make sense? I don't think that's
I
it.
think I have to present Glenn. Yeah!
Got it in one, folks. The coffee cup, the earpiece, the humidity. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? Yeah.
Yep.
So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were worn on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that reflection in a mirror,
Yep.
it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Exactement. You see, monsieur, now that you think about it, it is not so hard, no?
Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, Why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head?
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright is correct. And the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror. And we would expect the victim's earpiece to bend over his right eye.
How bitter. Try it, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time.
We're talking about your coffee or something completely different.
Whoa.
You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks?
You remember this, I presume.
The I broke the vase sorry apology I mean Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony.
Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. L?
Clearly it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. L's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing.
That's his
Oh
impression.
yes, they were both on his left ear. You hear his left ear. Ha! Well tried.
That's the worst, but best impression of Kudo ever.
I didn't try very hard.
I'm surprised he did try hard.
Yeah. Wow, I really thought he was old C for a minute there. Godo's good.
Well, now you know Godo could do perfect impression.
Yeah. I will use that later.
I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash.
Gross.
A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears. Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of the restaurant.
The mirror.
Alors, is everyone sitting comfortably?
Yes.
La mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of the victim. That was the seat at the table next to the victim. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard. On the table next to the victims, there were Pac-Man dots between them. Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror.
No, he was throwing seeds at the mirror, and they were just bouncing off Glenn's forehead. But he was so busy with the lottery.
Oh, I thought it was after he died.
Hey, kid!
Wake
up! Wake up!
Kid.
You alright?
This works on the pigeons.
You poison? I think it's poison. They normally wake up by now. What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this. Don't worry about it. We can keep up. Except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror? Are you quite sure about that?
Volunteer? Of course.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please.
Ta-dun. The mirror.
So, run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct?
Oui.
Oui? Really? Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would be in the way.
Look who's talking, Try.
Eh?
You're obstructing my view, among other things.
This is my seat in the courtroom!
Très bien's charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way. Unlike you,
sorry.
Wright.
Ouch.
I tell you, Monsieur, the mirror was there in the middle of the restaurant.
Where would that be?
Oh la la, look how you lean towards me. I always attract the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer.
Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know at once.
This fucking guy. I attract the older ones too, you know, handsome. Shall I tease you too? Oh.
Yeah.
Every time I say a line from this guy, I want to degrease my mouth. I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid you'll be waiting for a long time. I bet she has mocha cream skin and cappuccino perfume.
She?
Bien, I will tell you. There was only one seat from which you could have seen.
So, why can you only see the victim from that particular seat?
My monsieur, it is obvious, no? If you look at the plans, you will understand. Okay, so it's just reiterating. The victim would have been reflected in the mirror like so. If you were sitting at the table next to him, you would see everything, no?
So that's the seat old City was sitting on that day, when the poisoning happened.
The old man was sitting at the table next to the victim? That just seemed kind of odd.
After the terrible incident occurred, I loomed the mirror, so it was not easy. Where?
Did you move the mirror while Mr. Kudo was off calling the police?
Oui, exactement. I carried it out of the restaurant then.
You moved a huge mirror like that all by yourself.
What can I say? I know how to pick things up, and so...
Okay.
You actually laughed at something!
Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it is possible. Do you move anything else in the crime scene, Mr. Armstrong?
I look like the obliging type, no? This is the one I gotta present, but...
Are you sure about that?
The both of you.
I touch nothing except la mirror.
Mr. Wright, is there something in the witness has said that doesn't match the crime scene?
Yeah, there is. I just can't put my finger on it exactly.
Ha! Suffering from a case of heartburn, try. Oh, I have just this thing for that. An oil with golden meal and Frankensteins. Frankensteins.
Frankensteins.
Add a few drops to your coffee and voila. Enjoy.
Oh, sweetness. Breathe. I need to just ignore these two and just find some evidence. Evidence.
It is pretty strange though, isn't it?
Eh?
I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror.
Right?
You'd think someone would have, but Maggie didn't, and neither did old City.
The only logical explanation is there was no mirror in Trade Bin that day. Now he's gotta prove it somehow. You got this?
Yep.
He's confident.
I did not touch anything else. Well, that's bullshit because of that.
No? He took it. No, he took that.
Yeah.
Fucking game? Fuck you.
Were they implying he took it before the guy died? He is less confident, folks.
Fucking... Was the medicine bottle found in the kitchen? It was.
That's true. Yeah, you would have taken it from Glenn and bring it to the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go over it again. Go over the evidence one more time.
So you tried the medicine.
I tried the medicine,
Weird.
and I tried the, a lottery ticket. Oh, it was found during a body search of Maggie. But he said that he put it in Maggie's pocket.
Yeah, I know. He definitely admitted to something with it. It's the bag, not the bottle.
That would be hilarious. So let's try it. No, it was not.
No, but it was funny. Alright.
Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's... So what I'm trying to prove is that there wasn't a mirror. And I'm wondering if, like...
Yeah, maybe I'll do that first.
Okay.
So how can we prove there's no mirror?
Broke the vase at my seat. Oh, yeah. Fucking...
What were you going for here?
Because he said he broke the vase at his seat,
Mm-hmm.
but it was actually the other vase that broke.
True.
But if he was sitting there, then that... Hang on.
Toilet paper was moved. I don't think it's important, but it was moved.
Yeah, I don't think that counts. I don't know. It's weird. There's only one seat. The seat at the table next to the thing. That is where the old man was sitting. I think if it's not the I didn't touch anything else, it should be there. There we go. It was the vase.
Your Honor, Mr. Kudo's words yesterday strongly contradict Mr. Armstrong's testimony.
This is a letter of apology that was written by Mr. Kudo, is it not?
I realize it looks useless, Your Honor, but this is still a testimony.
Ha! I guess useless people are really only good at identifying useless things.
What relevance does this scrap of paper have to the trial, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Kudo's testimony is actually very relevant to the question at hand, Your Honor. Because it clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we heard, Your Honor.
Crime photo?
Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist.
What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Should not exist. Ha! Sounds like you're describing yourself, Wright.
Well then, if the defense would please clarify its statement.
What is this something should not exist? I always like this part to think of, like, if it was in the actual, like, court, Phoenix just walking up to the judge and be like, here! There is one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, the court can see there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not, in fact, sitting at the table next to the victim at all.
Don't be an idiot, Wright. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo should have seen the... That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from.
Exactly! There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Tre Bien that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie.
Mon Dieu! Don't try to confuse the court, Wright. Obviously, the witness cleaned out the vase, while the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene. I'm fucking up his lines.
It's okay. Unfortunately, Mr. Kudo, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his own words. I did not touch anything else except the mirror.
Wow, you need to work on your impressions. I'm much better than you at that.
Yes, you are.
Well, it is what do you have to say for yourself.
I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day.
Sniffles in French.
In light of this revelation, we return back to our original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece and an ear which she couldn't hear?
Ha! You only get one shot in life. There's no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Triton, then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw?
If I can answer this, we'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it!
You gonna be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick?
Maybe. There's more than just one. Just more than just this one contradiction, Maya.
What do you mean?
Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason. Why nothing in this case is adding up.
Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradiction in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple.
The ear doctor made a mistake. The victim was a phony.
You're just nothing but a big phony.
You're a phony! Hey everyone, this guy's a phony!
Yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all up.
And what is that?
The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events.
What?
Yeah, really. Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Kudo at all. It was an imposter, a phony, pretending to be Mr. Elg. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. And that's how we ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. Ooh. He's not impressed. He is impressed.
He's mostly mad.
Order the course. Settle down or I'll clear the course.
Quiet, Grumps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh?
Okay. What did you say?
Trite. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup?
Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elton and acted out of the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Get real, Trite. Why would anyone want to do that?
Why would anyone want to frame someone else for murder?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Kudo, please, think about that one before you... Okay. Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about his testimony was...
Serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
It's so hard to believe, but,
There was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but it's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening.
oh, that's right. Well, witness. If your restaurant was really a scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Oh la la, this is most difficult for me.
No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You're under oath, after all. Was there in fact a phony at Trevienne that day? Defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened.
Defense request for additional testimony is accepted.
It's time for Wheel of Perjury!
You will accurately explain in detail the events of the restaurant that day.
Let's move on past the mirror bullshit lie. Don't worry about it, champ. No repercussions on that.
Yeah. He doesn't have the little bar up in the corner. I gotta use the bathroom again.
Well, I'll take over.
Yeah.
Just keep this moving. Even though I hate doing this.
Leverton, Mashueli, you come to my restaurant alone. I remember my old man, not long after him. There were no other customers. Ah! When he got word it won lottery, money will become for home. It was approximately 5 minutes ago that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for the phony to do that at all.
I apologize.
Just so we're clear, there was no beer in the restaurant after all. Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, honor. And lad, because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
What exactly you have done? It's commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later. And, you know, outside the game, so we don't have to worry about that.
We.
Oh, no. We will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright, if you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well.
But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after the cross-examination. In the restaurant. Alright. Was he alone at his table as well?
Mas, oui. I saw him from La Coton.
Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table.
Ah, unfortunately for you, Wright.
I cannot do a Gutierrez at all. Like, period. I just can't.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
You just take Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah, I don't have a Ricardo
And then
Montalban.
just escalate.
You are not doing. I can't do it. I don't have it anywhere in this body.
I always do the one.
Can we test our clip button? I always do the one.
It says it worked.
Okay.
But we do have a clip button.
Okay.
It did actually give us a check mark.
That's fair.
Thank you.
I always do the. Okay, go ahead.
The line I always go with for Gutierrez is, if I don't get a phone line, lickety split,
If I don't get the phone line, lickety spit.
I am going to squeeze you.
I am going to squeeze you.
And I shall keep on squeezing you until your man juices run
right
dry.
dry.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do it.
Yesterday, witness also testified the victim was alone. You know, you see when you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet bite.
What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee. It's love. Bitter. It's love that's bittersweet. Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden. Okay. I love the game. Well, it'll be on demand if you're really curious, but enjoy and good luck tomorrow. Seriously.
Yeah,
You're gonna need it. Hags, have a good stream.
Thank you.
That's adorable. Alright.
I'll be able to take over.
That's fine. By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui, it comes often for my special coffee. I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong.
It's special. I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you two make me so happy, Mazur. You are most welcome anytime. I said it was worth one sip. Nothing more.
So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail. Get one?
How many minutes after?
So you're saying that not much time elapsed between when the victim and Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oui, that is correct.
But that still leaves the possibility of something happened in that cabin. And by your recollection, how much time would you say elapsed?
Let me see. Approximately 2 minutes, I would say.
2 minutes? That's all?
It seems unlikely that anything untoward could have happened in such a short time. No one could get murdered in 2 minutes.
Rats! I knew I shouldn't have pursued this line of questioning. Okay, so we'll try again.
Yeah, it should be the other one.
Okay.
Because the time of the broadcast matters.
He's back in the game, folks.
Back in it.
Out of curiosity, what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh, no. I cannot remember, monsieur.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness?
The incident happened about 20 minutes after you arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 o'clock p.m. and 2:10 p.m., no?
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit here all the time and do nothing, can I? That time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Oui, monsieur judge. Everything I do it for you.
Merci bien. It's French, isn't it?
I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood.
He's even humming a song to himself.
Judge.
What do you think humming is? That's impossible because of the broadcast.
I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, at the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each time they announced the winning numbers on the half of the $1 million lottery ticket.
Oui, that must be Monsieur Elg was listening to.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder. You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oui, I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving the lunch menu.
Get to the point, Wright, if you have one.
That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m., bitch. And it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life, which is brutal. It's just so brutal. I cannot imagine stretching that out for 10 minutes.
It's on the air at 1:30.
Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when he announced he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time.
No!
This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum. Catching a show that was already over. There is only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder. Yes, there was 2 Glen in Trevian that day. The real Glen is now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer. And the and the phony Glen acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how would you explain this time disparity?
Quite a performance, Wright. You were almost on a roll. But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song.
What is this, Music Theory 101? What are we doing here?
Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony elk is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then where the real Glen Elk is?
I don't believe I have to spell it out for the course. However, at this time, the real Glenn was already dead. That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Thank you, Wright. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
What?
Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to?
Up your ass! The missing corpse.
According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was the phony Glen Elk, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim?
Table, behind a mirror, in the kitchen, probably a bathroom. The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to examination by court, you must provide us by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body? Yes, Your Honor.
No conjecture, Wright. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden.
Evidence?
What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden?
Thought I had him with that contradiction.
The medicine bottle.
But he turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead.
It's the medicine bottle.
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. Wright concealed?
It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Travian.
Interesting. Well, where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans?
Yes, Your Honor. Exact location where the body was concealed inside Travian was...
Stranger, is this a health code violation?
Yeah, honestly, it is a minor violation. It is not a critical violation.
Hiding a corpse?
I mean, I had to call the police, but I'm talking about my own report.
Yeah, your own report.
My own, well, maybe I could get them for, well, personal hygiene.
Like if you find a dead animal in a kitchen.
Yeah, that would be pretty rough.
Yeah. And humans are animals, if you really think about it.
True.
You could probably use that and get them with a little heftier violation.
Yeah,
really turn the screws on somebody.
I could add a couple numbers in there. Yeah. That might be grounds for closing a kitchen for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So not only
Pest
will
control,
they get arrested for murder.
Yeah. That'd be really stupid. Just finish out my report, and then as the cops are questioning him, I need you to sign off on this. You know, I did my inspection. The fridge temperatures were great, by the way. And your
Signing in handcuffs.
Your waste disposal could use some improvement.
Oh boy. Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was...
back it up. I will show you me backing it up. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for me.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Travian. Just believe me on this.
Quoi?
I can't prove it, but you know, I said I found it in the kitchen.
But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils.
But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
Oh, what kind of medication?
I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? Mr. L visited an O-T.
Yeah,
Ot.
sound it out.
Is it Ot?
Yeah.
Otto? Otolarin? Otolarin? I cannot handle that G.
Yeah.
Otolaryngological. Otolaryngological. I cannot do it. My mouth won't let me. Oh, I hate this. There, I'll do it for you, you fuck. Oh, I might have canceled
Yeah,
it.
you're good.
Okay. Can you hit me with it?
Otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological. I can't say it!
Just say ear, nose, and throat doctor.
I really tried, but I cannot make that sound come out of my mouth. One more time, say it for me.
Otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological.
There we go.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Woo! I finally got there. Anyone paying attention?
He's batting 1.
Otolaryngological clinic and was given the medication that day.
You can't be serious.
The vets had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I had the lab results here. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Ugg. Then Ugg Litterer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. That took some effort, but I got there.
Yeah.
Be proud of me.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm happy.
Oh my god.
My face is really red.
Me too, a little bit. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen?
Mon Dieu.
Yes, you know what I was about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You'd have found a job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
No!
Order! This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenelg?
Never! I could not do such an horrible thing. No!
Did he explode?
Mr. Godot?
The bitterness. Every time I get light, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules.
Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now?
61. I am vibrating with the universe. Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend? Je vous me demande pardon. You must hear me out, please. It is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor.
Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish.
I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it? No, no, no. Absolutely no. I... Let's hear it. You've got one shot, right, Gramps?
Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you. As does my gavel.
We'll take turns beating you.
Bonk. Bonk.
Oui, it is clear.
What do they always say in the movies? I got a bad feeling about this.
Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
No confession.
It is true. I hid the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
Some jail for you. You were forced? By who?
I cannot say, or I will be erased.
Let's try a different question then.
Who wasn't it? I got a guess who board. Does he have spiky hair?
Well, wait a minute. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was. There was another man.
He gasped.
He gasped.
I knew it!
Maggie was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Yeah, but first, can we get Maggie off the hook for this?
Yeah, she clearly, obviously could not have done it. I'm done. Bye. I'm out of here.
My job's over. If you want me for the next trial, you know, we can talk. I gotta break this guy. I gotta tell us the name of the real killer. Yeah. Did you carry the body by yourself?
Oui, I carried him, and I carried Maggie too.
Maggie too.
When she saw the victim collapse, she fainted.
Put her in this very respectable position.
I couldn't be there.
But why did you hide the bodies?
A man forced me to do.
What man? Who was he?
We killed the health inspector, buried him, and stuck his body in the freezer.
Has not happened to me yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, I cannot say. I fear for my life.
He's really scared.
Those have to put the words in his mouth, Nick.
Yeah, you're right. You won't tell me. I'll tell him. Haha.
But why would you go along with this man?
And what would that reason be, Mr. Armstrong?
You know, monsieur,
Yes?
surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment.
Oh no. Hey, Maiden! You're a bit old to be getting away with that. Yeah, when do you age out of Maiden?
Yeah.
At 29?
I might be younger than that, honestly.
24?
Yeah, it's at 24. Once you hit 25, you're not a maiden anymore.
Dustin has some very strong, strict rules of his maidens. He does not cut them a lot of slack. 25-year-olds, get off the maiden train.
Oh my god. There's an expression in Japan
Yeah?
called Christmas cake.
Okay.
It's women who turn older than 25
Really?
because you don't want to eat the cake after Christmas.
Oh no!
It is the cruelest.
Rusty!
It is the cruelest one I've ever heard.
Rusty!
But yeah, that's a thing in Japan. Christmas cake is a
Oh my
euphemism.
gosh, I'm telling him that one as soon as we're done. That's insane.
Yeah,
Holy shit, Japan.
yeah.
So you're claiming that all you did was hide the bodies? Is that correct?
Oui, that's right.
If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make it clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this.
You already confessed this much. You might as well stop dancing around the real issue.
Yeah, but he doesn't really want to tell us who the killer is.
And sock it to him, Nick.
Yeah, wait, really? That's the word you... Okay. Traditionally, you cease to be a maiden after you have sex. In modern times, it's after you get married and have kids. Yeah, I understand your point, but there also has to be an age thing. Like, I'm not going to the movies to watch the 40-year-old maiden.
This French chef is claiming to be a virgin. I guess.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Can't imagine folks are knocking down his door.
I mean, he can't even get a customer in the restaurant. How he's
Yeah.
gonna get a customer, you know? Okay. You have a $500,000 debt, don't you?
Well, Tigray had that pimp code.
We.
$500,000. Is that true, Mr. Armstrong?
Oui, je suis désolé. I was weak, and I borrowed the money.
This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man. Video, a $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? And that's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
I thought you would burst a lot more than that.
Yeah. Mr. Armstrong. That tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and the inconscient Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely. Sorry, the plate flash threw me off. Now safely say that man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and lottery ticket were found in the defendant's apron's pocket. Was that you're doing as well?
No, I know nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable.
Yeah, you didn't do it? Okay.
Mr. Godot.
What?
You will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will join for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
What?
30 minutes.
What?
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. This fucking...
To the Godot copter! Just having him, like, hunt down that giant man in the streets, you know? Look, both heads just driving along, Godot puts out a cup of coffee, the guy, boom! How the...
Don't sit back and relax yet, Wright. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot.
He did claim to be a maiden. So.
You'll resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, we're just adjourned for a 30-minute recess.
Just no, it's like you remember the episode of Futurama where Fry drinks 100 cups of coffee?
Great reference.
That's what happens. Just ding. He's just out of there like the fucking Flash.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
When we do Phoenix Wright again, I don't know if it's next week or later.
Yeah.
I will have more beverages.
More beverages.
I might even get some honey.
Not a bad idea. Get some nice honey tea.
A little bit, you know, because the Furio voice is a little tough.
You brought out the tiger. You did.
It's, you know, that wrestler kind of vibe. Where
Yeah.
I'm down here a little bit to just yelling, but it's very fun to do.
Yeah, it is.
I like shouting.
I make fun of you, but yeah, it's a fun voice. It's very funny.
I think it's you're concerned that I'm screaming into your mic.
Yeah, no. I pay good money for these, man. I don't want to break.
That's why I backed up.
I know. Doesn't change the. It's not how sound works. It's not how sound works at all.
I do move back for your benefit mostly. That was a good D2E sigh.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we're done. We'll figure out what the hell we're doing tomorrow, and furthermore, what we're doing next time we stream.
Yep.
This has been fun. If you're watching this now, you're watching this in the future. I hope you enjoyed us misspeaking, stumbling, doing weird voices, me poorly trying to do Dustin's voices, which is fun to try.
Yeah.
He is a much more talented voice actor than I. Fucking ear, nose, and throat doctor bullshit.
Otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological.
That's pretty close.
Yeah,
Did a good job.
I tried. Alright, bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Good.